Hey guys, this is just a quick video, kind of a test. I'm doing it through the YouTube iPhone app. I'm out here in my backyard. Got the chickens and the ducks walking around in their enclosure behind me there. Um, there's not a lot of leaves on the trees yet. Still January and our first winter here in South Carolina. So we're kind of getting used to uh, what the changes look like and how soon they come and just how this different environment will react compared to where we've been in Idaho and uh, Northern California, Southern California, and Utah over the past 25 years of our marriage, my life. Um, so anyway, I've been thinking about something that I wanted to start sharing on a YouTube channel kind of experience. Um, I'm going to make a really short story out of a long story, but a little over a year ago, about a year and a half ago, I started kind of going through kind of a midlife crisis, not crisis, mid-career crisis. I got laid off from Cisco Systems after lots of promises for positions, and after about 10 years of working for Cisco, prior to that, WebEx, and I was pretty burned out. I'm kind of burned out in corporate America, kind of burned out on the lack of support and stability and not that there's any real stability anywhere in the world anymore, but I was just kind of to that point where I started to really question what I was doing. And um, anyway, I, my wife and I kind of came up with a plan and started looking at going into academia, taking my professional experience, wrapping some formal research around some of the ideas that I had for products and for technology specifically. And so, uh, long story short, through a little bit of my own fault and miscommunication and lack of communication, timing, etc., we kind of hit a point where we had to decide whether we were staying in Idaho or not. And we decided to go ahead and try pursuing the PhD program out here in Clemson. And after getting here and finding this house, that there's the back of the house. We found this. We love the house. It's a nice small house. It sits on an acre. We've got multiple creeks and streams. I'll flip the camera here and I can kind of point some stuff. So over here where this fence is, there's a little stream that comes all the way down this side of the property, and then over behind that end of the fence, it joins in with 18 Mile Creek that goes along the back side of the property and down into Lake Hartwell. That kind of wraps around the upstate part of South Carolina. I mean, we just love it. I mean, we can occasionally hear some highway noise, but it's just we've loved it here, and we bought the house. We unpacked, and I set up some meetings with the professors that I'd been in contact with, and the one that specifically said he would like to do research with me and be an advisor. Um, and when I got to campus and I met with him, I found out that he decided he wanted to take his research dollars in a different direction and not support my research. So that was a big, like, wow. Uh, I really had I had to figure out how to go home and tell my wife and my two daughters, uh, who were junior, senior in high school. Guess what? We just moved 3,000 miles across country for nothing. Um, but shortly, like within days of finding this out and kind of really wondering what the heck we were doing here and what this was all about, and at the same time falling in love with the area. I mean, we absolutely love the area. The people are fantastic. The geography is amazing. There's so much water. The mountains, the Smoky Mountains, are right, up the hill from us. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. um, and there's just so much green and lush. Not right this minute because it's January, but it's so beautiful, and we love it. So very very torn in terms of like, well, now what? A former colleague of mine reached out to me and said, hey, any interest in coming back to the team? And the company that I worked for was the very first time in my 20-year IT career that I'd been laid off. And it was hard. That was a really demoralizing experience for me, especially because we were just doing so good in the terms of our business and our team unity. We were just really killing it. Totally blindsided. Friday afternoon, got a last second, request for a meeting with a VP that I'd never even spoken with to find out that I was getting laid off. So when he asked if I wanted to come back, I'll be honest, I had a little hesitation because do I want to go back and work for the same, kill squad? And I found out that, after another acquisition had occurred, that the entire sales leadership had been replaced, and we had a whole new leadership stack, and things were going really well. So I said, okay, well, we moved all the way over here, and now I've got another job offer, and I won't be going to the school for a PhD. So it's been about 6 months now. Things have been great. We've gone through additional changes and reorganizations, and things still look really strong, which is good. But the reason I'm actually posting this video is because I've been really struggling with really, I pursued different options. I questioned and researched and prayed and asked people's advice and mentors and colleagues and peers, to really kind of come up with this path. Obviously, working closely with my wife and never threatening my children. I was really shocked when my daughter, who was the oldest at home at that time, going into her senior year, she was the first one to really chastise me because she said, "Look, Dad, you got the answer. We're supposed to go." And I said, "Okay." And I stopped questioning because we had such good feelings about coming. So I'm here, and I'm kind of back into the same corporate lifestyle that I've been doing for a long time, and there's nothing really wrong with it. But at the same time, I really started transitioning my mentality and my intellectual pursuits towards some really sophisticated computing technology research. And when that door kind of slammed shut, I really questioned, like, well, then why did I get such a strong impression and feeling that this is where I should go and this is what I should do? And many of you or if anybody actually sees this, if any of you see this, you'll know that you can't just buy a house and turn around and sell it again without usually taking a pretty nasty hit financially. And so, we don't really want to move. We want to stay, and not only that, but we love the area. I mean, we just legitimately love the area, and we love the fact that there's so many liberties here in South Carolina, that there's such a strong faith-based community, family, church. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look you up on YouTube. Dabo Sweeney's football after victory speeches, press conferences, things like that. I mean, for the head coach of football, a high visibility football program, to sit on national TV and praise God and give glory to Jesus is just really a testament to the kind of people that live here in the South, and we love it. I feel like my daughters are safe with the people that they go to school with, because they share values and ethics and morals that just we didn't see in other places that we've lived all over the West. And anyway, so I guess part of my question is, and anybody who sees this and feels inclined to respond, please go ahead. Um, should I continue to pursue an academic career? Should I pursue my other passions, which I haven't even talked about yet, which have to do with woodworking and leather crafting? Um, I don't know where to go anymore, and I feel like this internal strife constantly pulling on me. Like I should give up my passion of music. I should give up woodworking and just be a guy who goes to work every day, does the job, and then goes home and watches TV. Like so many people do that, and so many people seem happy with that. But I've really struggled to ever be that way. I mean, I just can't seem to do it. I come home and I feel this desire to do like some other thing, some other hustle, some other pursuit. I'm not satisfied with the idea of burning hours watching sports. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I love big games and I love tennis and soccer more than anything else. But um, I feel like there's more being expected of me from outside forces, and I don't know how to rest until I figure out what that is. And so anyway, I guess this is sort of a confessional introduction. My name's Rich. People call us the ACEs. Other people call us the Assays. Some people call us the Assies. Uh, we go by many last names, but I guess the biggest thing that I want to do is just start holding myself accountable by doing videos and sharing sort of this personal journey of struggle and confusion, yet having success in paths that I wasn't expecting or didn't necessarily even see coming, and not that I am ungrateful for these blessings and for these opportunities. I'm just torn and conflicted with the direction I should go long term. And so anyway, this video is getting too long and I got to go to a food class. So I'll say goodbye and see you next time.